Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beautiful Kenan Stadium, nestled beneath the pine trees. The home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, fired up and ready for this energized battle. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Crosses the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player. But he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fights off a defender. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough for a first down here. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. And the receivers got it. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Tar Heels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Tar Heels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, UNC. Still no answer for this offense. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Clemson, 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Clemson offense will take over.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Throws it to the right, and he's got it. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
Of the first quarter. North Carolina, 21. Clemson, 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He pulls in the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Contact as he let the ball go.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
To throw, it's Klubnik. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive.
And your North Carolina Tar Heels will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Solid gain. Moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. That's a bullet over the middle. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? The pocket breaking down. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. At the 30 now. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll run it from the gun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And on the carry, he's heading left. Gets some space and continues to fight for yards. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Jet sweep receiver trying to find some room. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. It's a run to the left. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackle, but first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run it here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This will likely be the last play of the half. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launching it downfield. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally...
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Launching it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Bringing pressure. Got him, he's sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense are going to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Moore. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Important 2nd down play coming up. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?